If you had the power to control anyone in the world, would you fix it or destroy everything? He was just a student, smart, quiet, invisible, but the world he lived in was broken long before he ever touched power. An empire ruled everything. Nations had fallen. Freedom was gone. And in the middle of it all, he was just trying to survive. His name was Lelouch, and he hated the world, not in a loud way, not in a reckless way, but in the kind of quiet, calculated hatred that waits, the kind that plans, the kind that doesn't forgive. He'd already lost everything once. His mother, murdered. His sister, left blind and unable to walk. And the ones responsible, untouchable. So he waited, smiling, playing the part of an ordinary student, until the day everything changed. It started with chaos, an attack, soldiers, panic in the streets. He got caught in the middle of it. Wrong place, wrong time. Or maybe exactly where he needed to be. Because that's when he met her, a girl who wasn't supposed to exist. Calm, silent, watching. Like she already knew what was about to happen. She gave him a power. No warning, no explanation. Just one simple rule. He could give anyone a command, and they would obey, no matter what. No hesitation, no resistance. Absolute control. At first it didn't feel real, until he used it. Just once. And everything changed. Because power doesn't stay small. It grows. And so did he. Lelouch stopped being a victim. He became something else. Someone who could reshape the world itself. But he didn't want chaos. He wanted control. So he created a mask, a new identity, a symbol, Zero. A man no one could recognize. A voice that could inspire people. And a leader who could move an entire rebellion. From the shadows, he started fighting back. Not as a soldier, but as a strategist. Every move calculated. Every decision planned. Battles weren't fought with strength. They were won before they even began. People started to follow him, to believe in him, to trust him. And for the first time, he wasn't powerless anymore. But power comes with a cost, because the more he used it, the less human everything started to feel. People became tools. Choices became numbers. Lives became sacrifices. And the line between right and wrong started to disappear. But nothing could have prepared him. For the moment, everything broke. It happened in an instant. A command, spoken without thinking, without meaning it. But his power didn't care about intent, only orders. And that one mistake changed everything. A single command led to something irreversible, something he could never take back. And from that moment on, there was no turning back. The world saw him as a hero, a revolutionary, a symbol of hope. But behind the mask, he knew the truth. He wasn't saving the world. He was reshaping it, for better or worse. And maybe the most dangerous part wasn't the power. It wasn't the rebellion. It wasn't even the empire. It was him. Because Lelouch was willing to do anything. Lie, manipulate, destroy. Even sacrifice the people closest to him, if it meant reaching his goal. Because in his mind, the end justified everything. But power has a way of isolating you. The higher he rose, the more alone he became. Friends turned into strangers. Allies became uncertain. Trust became impossible. And yet, he kept going. Because stopping meant accepting the world as it was. And he refused to do that. So he made a choice. Not just to fight the world, but to become something it would never forget. Something it would fear. Something it would hate. Because sometimes, the only way to fix a broken world is to become the villain it needs. And in the end, he didn't just change the world. He became its final enemy. Not for power, not for revenge, but for something far more complicated. Something far more dangerous. A plan. One that would cost him everything. And when it was finally over, the world was different. Peaceful. Free. But no one would ever truly understand what it took to get there. Because heroes are remembered, Villains are hated, but sometimes they're the same person.